I'm waiting on some of y'all to get up in here before I start answering questions. I got my phone here with my emails and things like that, so be answering questions about albums and questions about what's going on with me and what I'm gonna do in my plans moving forward for like 2019 and what I'm gonna do for my birthday and things like that. So, what's up, B? Wait till some more people come in. Trying to wait till some more people come into the chat. I got my phone right here, strolling through my emails and stuff, and tweets and things like that of questions, and wait till it builds up. And I'm pretty sure there's other people that are gonna come out here and scroll. So we'll see what happens from there. And I'm gonna share it on my music page also, so that'll be situated. So okay. Let's check my Discord. Okay. I need to let everyone know. So I'm gonna post in other places real quick because I got different emails I'm gonna answer. So the more I'm waiting on more people to get into the live. I'm finna post something else on social media so everybody else can come in, um, answer some questions about what's going on with my life and what's going on for 2019 and things like that. So we're gonna see what happens. Got a lot of emails. My other phone buzzing too. Oh, I got two phones. Okay. And give it a few more minutes and we're gonna get started. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'll keep pressing the wrong button. All right, here we go. I got it now to post it. So, all right. Okay, let's get started. This is a cute. Oh, my phones keep buzzing. So this is the Q&A. I appreciate y'all who are early, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I I'm just grateful to be here. 34 years. I just had a birthday yesterday. 34 years in the making. Things like that. Pull up my emails real quick. Damn, thing keeps and things like that. I hope y'all had a good Christmas and all that good stuff. Let's see what these are talking about. We're gonna get into some question and answer stuff. Let's see. Hopefully, be some intelligent stuff. Okay, so the first question I got is technically talking about. Hold on, let me reread it because you know how spell check is. Okay, this is a question about my discography. Like, how many projects do you have? And it's a two-part question. How many projects do you have, and what got you into music? And yeah, so from geeked and absolutely not geeked. Okay, so shout out to Absolutely Geek. Shout out to Strip My Bill. Shout out to Victory and all them on Instagram. Shout out to Bolt Media, Paradise Flow, Circle Square. So with I got 4 projects out. I have, if you go to Spinrilla, I have 0 Hour that I did with Cajun Music. I have Pandora's Box, the EP. I have the album I did with Paradise Flow called Raw, and also I have my album Capricorn, which is my debut. So I have 2 albums. I have a collab album, and I have my solo album. And then I have my mix album, which is 0 Hour with Cajun, and then I have my EP Pandora's Box. And what got me into music is the fact that I've been doing music since I was 6 years old. But I started out dancing in my first talent show. But I love the art. I love art. I love how I'm gonna sit my phone here and just scroll through it. I love art. I love the concept of telling a story. People are sending me. I'm live right now, sis. I'm live right now doing a Q&A. So let me hit her up on this phone. I'll get back. But music just growing up, man. It's been the house. We had like the old 8-track player with the record on top of it. Me and my cousin RP T-Bone, Pierre, we would be sitting up listening to music and just listening to different types. I didn't start rapping until I was in the 9th grade. Running track, started freestyling, but I love singing. So I just love to tell the story and the feel and the excitement of the story, especially like back in the day. Okay. See, y'all got a lot of questions about what I think what's going on in the media too, so we'll get into that. So I'll be texting people from this phone, but this phone I am going to answer emails. So I have to pull it up because I accidentally exited out. So I'm pulling up my email. Okay, so uh how do you feel about, I'm gonna answer three more questions about me and then we'll get into like some social media stuff. Are you still doing your fan fictions, and are you still continuing to sponsor Rayshawn Edson? Oh shoot. So you've been following, okay. Who is this? Mystic Warrior 3000. Wow. You sound like a hidden warrior on Dragon Ball Heroes. Now I'm playing. Um yes, I am doing my stories. I'm still doing my stories. We're actually on chapter 3 of Ration X, or Journals of a King, if you will. And we are also doing Jason's World. I'm gonna reboot it or just start it from scratch because the last season was kind of not how I wanted it, and I'm gonna try to get it published. What's up, Joe? And I'm gonna try to get other stories that I'm working on done. It ain't just gonna be music, so but that'll be later on. And yes, I am gonna. I'm gonna start back drawing and making the comics and things like that. We're gonna try to get things published, get it out there for the public to see. You feel me? So yeah. Okay, one more question. We're gonna get into some social media stuff. Cybertron 1000. Shout out. Appreciate that donation. Um, what is your favorite genre of music and why? I like all kind of music, to be honest, because I just like all kind of music. But if I had to pick, it would be R&B soul as a joint. The alternative, because I love the mystery of the storytelling. I love the foundation of the emotions and feelings. Somebody might be using that as a therapy when they're doing a song, whether they're writing or freestyling, and it's a good way for the listener to relate because it could be therapy to them, whatever they're going through. So that's the genre I pick. That's what I like, and I grew up on that. That's what I listened to growing up. A lot of soul, a lot of R&B, a lot of the classics, things like that. Um, social media questions. Social media questions. Spark Girl 91 shout out. She asked, "Did you recently see the Chris Brown monkey issue, and what are your thoughts on it?" I did. It came across my Google feed, and my thing about that is it's really stupid. He said that he's not the owner of the monkey, and I understand like the fines for having exotic animals, but I just feel like they're picking at him because it's always something when it's always an opposition to when you're doing something. I have to read more into it, but for what I read, man, it's really stupid. Like he said, they're gonna toss it, and I would too. It's just a waste of time. They just trying to do whatever they can, but they ain't gonna prosper. The devil never wins. How do you feel about the Trey Songz issue with the adult pregnancy, adult star pregnancy with Lori, Steve Harvey's daughter? Well, I do agree. I believe it is. You read what you saw with Lori, how she did Future and the whole shebang. I don't really keep up with everybody like that, but I do agree. And she put herself into that situation. situation. The baby may be his, the baby may be not. It basically it's like a Drake situation. I'll see what happens with that. You know how it goes. What do you think about the Kanye Drake? I asked that question about Trey Songz, and then my partner, Double Agent 0095, shout out. He's a big Yu Yu Hakusho fan. Salute, salute. And he's been one of my subscribers forever. How do I feel about that Drake thing? Man, I believe Kanye's still in a sunken place, and Drake them. And listen, what I don't. I would feel some type of way if somebody friended my wife too, but if y'all gonna beef, keep it between each other. And on the flip side, like, you should know better when you bring in other people's members that have nothing to do with it. This ain't like a rap battle. But if a person is, listen, and speaking of battling, not to get off subject, but when you're battling, I'm gonna tell you something. When you rap battling, you gotta understand. It's just like it's power, life and death in the power of the tongue. And when you're battling somebody, you got to understand, if you don't have a mindset to deal with what's going to be said, you don't need to do it. You know, it's competitive. It's a sport. I'm prepared for whatever someone has to say because I've trained, and you got to be mentally. It's just like boxing. You got to know that the person is going to try to take you out. And may even cheat. You got to expect that. You know, you're going to a street fight. That's what it is, basically. A street fight with words, pay street fight. Somebody might take it there. I don't ever take it there with a person unless a person brings it to me. Once they bring it to me, I have to know and be well trained and pre-trained to know if he can get under my skin or she, I've lost the battle. My objective is to get you out of character, to get you rattled to the point where you react and you lose the battle. So this is a whole different it's a whole nother level when it goes from following exes and things like that, because then it looks like publicity stuff, then it goes into something else. These are just my opinions. This is what it look like for me, and it really just makes no sense, because then it's kind of like it if this was the South, somebody had been dead by now. I'm gonna just be honest, because beef in the South, when people were beefing like that, somebody ended up dead or hurt. So I'll be glad when it's over with. I'm gonna just be honest with you. All right. So I see we got some anime questions. They keep asking the same thing. Alexa Siri one says, "What is your favorite anime?" Are you asking me all time? Oh, just my favorite anime. What do you think about Naruto? No, I'm sorry, I misread that. All day, every day, all day, every day. Because for main reasons, I just it made more sense. It just made more sense. Think about it. You got a chick that grew up with you who you promised to chase after this dude that's gonna kill her, and she loves you, and you got the stalker chick. Just, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. They could have did better than that, man. Lady GT was on to something. But yeah, Narusaku, man. I go into a whole spiel about that, but your favorite Uber driver asks, um, what did he ask me? Your favorite Uber driver asks, will I be doing reaction videos to animes? It's up in the air. I wouldn't mind doing it, but with the way YouTube is acting right now and these copyright strikes, I don't know. I may just do videos where I'll watch the video, I'll watch it, and then I'll just do like a review and a reaction to it, and just tell you my thoughts on how. Because it'll be easier for me, just like I was doing music reactions. Like it's easier for me because if I did it like that, then I have to deal with some stupid strike somebody hate. It's stupid that I've been getting struck on my own stuff. So with me doing that, we'll have to really see. But yeah, I'm open to do that. I ain't tripping. I would just have to alter the audio or whatever. So yeah. What do you think about? Oh, we gotta. What do you think about Big Sean and Janae's breakup? From what she's posting and for what we'll just have to see if it's really confirmed. Confirmed. Right now, it's confusing as hell. It's cryptic. She made that freestyle, and then I seen like a couple posts on her Instagram about it on the 2088 Instagram. So I don't know. We'll have to see. It is what it is at this point, though. It sucks. How do you feel about what's up, John? How do you feel about Robin Thicke's new song? Robin Thicke, he came back to the father. He's when the artists can go back to who they are to take time off and they focus and get back on track and tell a story. I know the album's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. That's what makes it's a lot of things going on right now. We need substance, and it feels good when you can listen to something that you can relate to, add it to your soundtrack, and it makes you go out and be productive in life. Like, because we've all been there where we thought we had all the answers. We thought we knew it all. We arrived, and all we did was play God and just get in the way and mess it up. So I'm learning that every day. Now that I'm 34, it's you want to go higher. You don't want to stay in the same place, and it's hard. I understand, but that's what makes the beauty of it, man. It's fun. Like there's always going to be opposition when there's greatness coming. Whenever you got a goal in mind, there's always opposition to stop you. So yeah. Oh, I knew this answer. I knew this question was coming. How do you feel about Jacquees claiming he is the king of R&B of this generation? And what are your thoughts on the Key Sweat situation? Poor little Ting Ting. This is all I'm gonna say. And and my boy B is in the is on the live too. Cause he seen how I felt about that. And I posted a video about it. My thing is, look, I love your confidence, but what have you done? Like, what have you done, bro? You ain't beat none of us. We got more accolades than you. What have you done, bro? Like, so you remix some stuff and you try to get paid for it. Like, what have you done, bro? And then on top of that, the man, one of the greatest of that's still getting that bag. Who to him, you're a nobody. You flat out told this man you was the king in your day. But as far as this scene, whatever, this generation, you the king. Man told you he's still getting that bag. He looked like he want to snatch you up. How you just gonna disrespect? You was made off of his music and others. But if you that bad of a man, okay, yeah, I agree with Tori. Let the young niggas be the young niggas. But damn, bro, of this generation, so you saying that you're better than all of us? Then you remix Candy Rain song and you do mixtapes when you did just taking the whole damn song. You took the whole Daniel Caesar song, and I rock with Jacquees. I love his music. I've been rocking with him since the first Queen mix. But for him to say he's the king of R&B of this generation, hell no. And the disrespect Key Sweat like that, for the tank them, bruh, you really ain't. Yeah, you got a little few plaques you done got you, but if when he was independent, he was good. But once he signed with Birdman, it was a wrap. It's only two really solid well, it's only two solid projects that I like of his that he came out with that remind me to owe him, and that's Since You Playing and the one he did with Dej Loaf. Other than that, I don't listen to him like that no more. I ain't even listen to his new mixtape. Cause he needs to sit down somewhere, man. He need to sit down somewhere. You ain't beating Usher. You ain't beating Chris Brown for damn sure. You ain't beating Neo. You like, bro. And there's a lot of us that are independent that you ain't beat. Like, in order, like Ric Flair said it, if you're gonna be the man, you gotta beat the man. You want to be the greatest, you gotta beat every single person. You can't just pick and choose and then this and that. You ain't got no accolades. You ain't stood the test of time. You ain't been through the fire, ridiculed, and lived through that. Diddy had a lot of points when he was saying what he was saying. You know, you ain't made people feel a certain type of way. Most of your content is basically like, bro, you need to get back to you. I'm gonna leave it at that. Battle rap, yeah, I watch battle rap. How do you feel about battle rappers talking about losses on URL? If it ain't URL, you don't count. It doesn't count. And what about this? Okay. Again, listen, get this through your head. Yes, Smack is a huge platform. Some consider it the NBA battle rap. But you have to understand, as a battler, a warrior, wherever you go, it's like wrestling. It don't matter if you're in WWE, whatever. If you go somewhere else to another promotion and you win, that's in the books. If you go somewhere and you lose, that's in the books. It's too many egos and pride for people talking about they just 30. Look, the gas station gonna close after a while. The gas station don't stay open 24/7 in some areas. Look, and it ain't cheap. Gas ain't cheap. You can only be gassed up so long. You lose. Stop picking rules and choosing. Like, nigga, it don't matter if I'm on URL or DFW Battle League. If I got beat, I got beat. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? I have to chalk it up, but I'm going to come back and I'm going to win my next whatever. That's how you got to look at it. Cut this ego crap, because now we got division going on. It don't matter if you're on King of the Dot, whatever. Look, if you're going to build your brand, build your brand. AJ Styles didn't get where he got to out of nowhere, bro. I remember when AJ Styles was in high schools wrestling way back when nobody knew who him and Samoa Joe and Bryan Danielson and all them, they was nobody. CM Punk with the blonde hair, they didn't know who they was. I'm just using this as an example. And on top of that, watching them go from WCW not getting drafted and then watching him grow, being a front runner and builder of TNA, and then watching him go to New Japan after Ring of Honor and doing what he was doing, winning the Japan title, the second person winning besides Brock Lesnar. Like, bro, come on. To live up to the name, to come into WWE and do what he did, he skipped NXT, went right to Royal Rumble, bro. He earned that. You know what I'm saying? Besides Sting, he's my second favorite. You know what I'm saying? RP Ultimate Warrior. You know, I'll tell you the third favorite. Because I remember Sting and Ultimate Warrior when they were tag teams. They was the War Warriors, and then they were the Blade Runners. No, they were Freedom Fighters. And then they became, I think, what is it, the Blade Runners or the World Warriors? There was one of the two. But yeah. That's how I look at it, man. Like, and then I got a question about, what do you think about the Hollow Math Hoffa battle, the Cassidy Goods battle, and the Aver versus Lux battle? This is a good time. Like Jay said, what a time to be alive. It's gonna be a lot of talking in them battles. I hope they exceed all expectations. I don't want it to build up and then it gets there and it's lackluster. It would suck. It really would suck. So I pray that it exceeds all. They all exceed all expectations, and then, especially with the Math and Hollow battle after he battled Judge, it's a good way to get everything nipping in the bud and move on as men. You know, because this has been going on for years, bro. It's like let's nip it in the bud. Let's go on. You feel me? So yeah. Did you watch? I did. The Geechee beat out battle with Quest and Marv was awesome. They did good for their first two to Dottie and Geechee. And champion 3 times, bruh. Y'all sleeping on Geechee. Also, I want to say this too. The Ilmac Soul battle, bruh. Bruh. That battle it lived up to the hype and exceeded. I love it. It took a year off. He's my top favorite battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't look at just bars and things like that. I watch the career. And that's what makes me like a person in their top. You know what I'm saying? So I just love the career, how he did it, bro. At state, he's himself. I love watching. I'm waiting on B Magic to get back to who he was, you know, because the old B Magic, like him, like even I'm not even gonna say that B Magic back when he was doing the earlier battles, he was good. And then after, like his newer ones was more like lackluster because of the chokes and things. But and I would love to see him come back like he did with Iron Solomon. Just, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you had it, even Tay Rock going through a little spell, but you know, Tay Rock still got that juice. You know, every person has that time when you're up here and when you're down there. You just get better. You know, when you hit the bottom, you got no choice but to come back up. So I'm waiting to see that. I'm waiting to see how low and Mook get at it. Mook been picking and choosing. Now, Mook, you got to see some people, man. He overrated, bro, to me. That's just what it is. He got beat by Verb. Well, I'm going to say it like this. To me, I got Verb 2-1. It's 2-1 out of the way. You know, it's 2-1 out of the way. But I want to see Mook really get at. I want to see somebody really get at Mook. Like, don't pick and choose your battles. Like, get somebody. You know, but yeah. Are you still planning on battling? And when will you? Oh, yeah. I haven't talked to my boy Nick in a while. But what I've been doing is getting my stuff together. But yeah, you're gonna see me. DFW Battle League. That's like RWE. Like whether I don't wrestle for them or I wrestle for somebody, I'm gonna touch that ring one way or another. You're gonna see it. Like I never lied and said I wasn't gonna do it or gave up on it. Life happens. Got sick, got injured, lost my truck, so I can't maneuver like I want to. But I'm getting there. So once I get that around, I'm gonna at least do that. I'm still gonna do a cipher. We're gonna push. You know what I'm saying? My goal is not just to put East Texas on the map, but to also inspire other people that no matter if you want to do music, football, whatever, God can take you to greater heights. Believe in yourself and trust it in the process. Let's go. You feel me? And I love the story because where I come from, the story, the history behind it is beautiful. It's music to ears. I'm glad you asked it too. Ask me about more YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing more of my lives. I'm start doing more YouTube. I'm at like 3K right now. I have to look at my stats. I haven't looked at anything since being back on. But I promise you, I will be back on. I'm going to download this video and I'm going to upload it to YouTube so they'll have it, so they'll know. So y'all get it exclusively first, and I'm going to also share this on my like page. So yes, y'all got it exclusively at first. Those, oh yeah, the songs I did features. If I did a feature with you, if I can't get the song on Spotify, I'm gonna at least get it some exposure. Right now, I'm trying to get everybody exposure. Like, I don't have it like that. I love to expose talent. People get mad at me because they're like, why you gotta have people on your, because it's about showing love, man. If we would all show love to each other, yeah, man, it's plenty of food out here, man. Plenty of food and drink out here. We just gotta get to it. You feel me? Gotta get to it. Yeah, everybody can eat and drink. Be merry. I'm sober tonight. I'm drinking soda. Yeah, somebody asked me a question about spiritual. How I feel about that. Hold on 1 second. Let me go say hi to the guests real quick, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, people, I'm back. I'm gonna speak to the house guests. Um, so they asked me about spirituality. Like, what I believe is, okay, this is the thing. The church has gotten away from a lot of the soul saving and all that, because lately people have been leaving the church because they feel that what they were looking for, they could have had it out there. If they wanted to be hurt, they would have stayed out there, because a lot of the leaders have gotten off of the path of the righteousness of saving the souls, rehabilitation, love, gentleness, all of that good stuff. The right way to tithe and why we tithe. They've gotten away from that. And they're trying to keep up with the world. It's not looking for actors. That's the problem. When we get saved, we've been taught this mentality to act. God is not looking for actors. Remember, the angel said, why are you so mindful of them? He's not looking for actors. Christ that dwells in you, he's not an actor. Stop listening to what people are saying and find out for yourself the truth. You know what I'm saying? Get a relationship for yourself. The revelation will open your eyes to a lot of things. You feel me? And I'm going to say this too. People, you know how the camera is the opposite of how you really are sitting? This is my right hand, okay? This is my left hand. I am not married. This is a dedication ring, okay? You will know if I'm married because my wife will be on camera with me. And we'll have our little ones. But by 35, 36, I hope so. I'm in the mindset for it because I understand the plan of God. I've gotten this far. Now is the time to seek for to help me, because now it's going to come to a point where I need the other half of the prophecy to fulfill itself. I've done what I can do, okay? If I don't put in the work and God's put in the work, it won't get done. A lot of people think that it's like Hitch. Come 90, I come 10. You feel me? So, but God is not looking for actors. If he wanted actors, he would have kept angels. You know, you have free will, yes. But what you do with that has consequences. You know, you can love yourself and love God and still be yourself. That's what it says. Be yourself. But know that you have consequences. You feel me? Literally get a relationship with him. Stop pretending. You know, hypocrite, a real hypocrite is a person who fakes in front of people and behind closed doors. That's a hypocrite. Real believers, God-fearing Christians, radicals, who him true and true, are just like us. We're ourselves. We make mistakes, and we act it out by when we do for people to the growth. Also, I want to say this too. I hear a lot of comments because I've even said it too, so forgive me, about black people not joining together. I don't see enough of it because I have seen black owned businesses and been in places where it's a majority of black owned businesses. But sometimes what you're used to and what you see is a culture shock because you're not used to, because that's all you see because that's what you're used to seeing. That makes sense. So it can't get there. It can't. Oh yeah, my favorite song Capricorn right now is I love the whole project. I ain't gonna lie. Now the process, I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you're creating an album, it is harder. It is hard because when you're creating an album, it may start out like yeah, and then after a while, it's like it gets that boring feel, and then after a while, it's like, what am I doing? Do I want this song right here? Am I on to it? You go through a roller coaster. You're never finished, but you'll know when it's finished. You just know. It'll just come like it'll be like that. Some of us sooner than later, but you'll know. And it's a risk, I know, but if you're confident in who you are and the ability God gave you, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. Like it took me like 5 or 6 transactions before I got to the final product, and ended up making new songs anyway and start from scratch because of it being pushed back, of fighting copyrights. They want to claim stuff that ain't theirs, jealousy, just a lot of stuff, man. And then Dots got busy, I got busy, so I just went another route with it. And we were going through TuneCore, and I just said, you know what, I know the stuff. He showed me what to do because I knew it was gonna be a point where I had to do what I had to do, and Dots wanted me to do it in he asked, he was like, why don't you do it in December? I'm not gonna lie and say he wanted me. I'm just telling he ain't because of the title. And Capricorn was supposed to have been out in 2015, but after everything happened with me in my life, I just rebranded everything and just reintroduced it, but under the Woo Nation brand where it's brand new. So recycle brand new stuff. That's what I said. The motto. So yeah. So here we are. Here we are. We are back. It's 15 songs. The process was hell, but heaven came with it. My favorite song on there, though, if I have to pick one, is Shy. I love Shy. I love the melody. It's different and it challenges me because I always wanted to hear myself on beats like that. I love Lala because Lala was my baby, and I remade it, an actual remake this time. I think it's way better than the one I did in '04, even though the '04 is classic. And excuse me, on top of that, I I just love the whole project, the feel of it, man. It captures what a true sign is. And then it's paying homage to Tinashe because she had Aquarius, and I love Tinashe. Tinashe gives me a Leah feels. You know, RIP, baby girl, godmama. So, um, I had something else to say on those lines. Oh, yeah. Whenever I make a project, I like to tell a story. Those of you who knew me from the past knew I hardly cussed. The content was different. It's just different. And when I started doing it, it started working for me. That's what was going. That's what was hitting at the moment, and me transparent. So I gave old weekend Frank Ocean type vibe with beat wise, but like lyric wise, it was me. I think like even the sound of it was different. It was like some people said Pandora's Box was depressing. Some people said it was good. It made you have emotion because it's 5 years of when I was in Arlington. You know, I've been up here 5 years, it'll be 6 years come February. So you got all these different emotions. and that's what I was aiming for. It lived up to the hype. It exceeded expectations. Even had Young Forever. And let me tell you something about Young Forever. Me and Docs, that was our first song we recorded together. First time I ever used auto-tune. First time he ever freestyled. First time I ever did a turn-up song. So it was the first time for all of us all around. But we did not give a damn about that song. And people love it. The song went gold. Okay? The song went certified gold. I had 2 songs with him that went gold. His album, Focusrite, went gold. Bruh. He is the reason behind White Iverson, okay? And God bless him to meet me. So, yeah. And did extremely well. Bruh. On a Roll, my first ever single, did extremely well. So did Backcountry Cypher. Second song we did where it was a cypher with me and him. So, and he told me, he asked me, he said, how does it feel to have you an official album out? I said, bruh, the money will come, but get the exposure. Build. And from the stuff I did sell, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was able to pay my bills, this and that. Everybody gonna struggle on bills, bro, but you gonna be all right. We gonna all be all right. Everybody's going through something, but we gonna all be all right. Okay. I thought I answered that question. But I'm gonna answer, yes, I am. I'm single, yes. I'm not married. I am looking. I do not have tattoos yet. I was gonna wait till I have kids to have some, but I may not get any. But listen, yes, I am looking. I'd rather date somebody that knows music or at least know me. But yeah, because I need the other puzzle, the half of the puzzle to be completed. Because the piece, it's kind of like playing a game and you get to a level where you need a certain artifact or a certain item from a certain individual, and you have to go do something, find an individual to get that item because they have it. So you can't move forward until you get that accomplished. So that's where I'm at in my life right now. So, and I would love to have kids by 35, 36. So yeah. One more question. Well, I answer 2 more. Let's see. So, what can we expect from about Racial Nix? And I remember following it from 2000. Oh, okay. We got a follower. Appreciate you. Appreciate that donation too. I'll take any donation. Hey, to God all. Can rob you of your blessing. Um, oh, cool. You've been watching Werewolf Journal. I appreciate it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let me start with the Werewolf Journals first. Werewolf Journals was a fan fiction when the originals and TVD Vampire Diaries was out. And I decided I was going to make an actual series. And when I was in prison, I got my best ideas from the Lord while I was behind the wall. So I will say this. Yes, I'm going to break it into like a mini series, like a web series or whatever. It's going to be 10 notes. But it ain't gonna be one of them that fade off. If I got ideas, that's how the story continues. Ending to make sense and the beginning to make sense. Like, how did we get here? Because it's destiny. You know what I'm saying? All of the aspects in it, but like realistic, real characteristics of a wolf combined with the personality of the person, the emotions, with the animalistic. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if they're an aggressive wolf and they're wild, untamed, think about that person being a hothead. You know what I'm saying? Or domesticated but kind of gentle beast and tame, don't bother nobody unless you bother them. And the person's personality is real down to earth, quiet, don't bother nobody, shot. So yeah, and it's telling the story of how the character Rain gets to where he's at. and it makes sense. It doesn't go to all this bizarre extra crap like some stories and filler and you know what I'm saying. I want my story to be like Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter. I want it to be this is what's going on, like Sailor Moon, like this is what's going on. This is where we're going to, like straight up, no kind of filler. You know the story right then and there, backstory now, and it makes sense. Everything fits. It ain't no because I believe if you're gonna do a filler, make sure the filler makes a lot of sense to fit with the story, not just some ramble. And I don't want the situation, the last arc, to end on a low note. I want it to be on a high note. You feel me? So yeah, Teration X. We're on the third one. It's still a fan fiction phase. I was gonna do an original story, but I love it as a fan fiction because as a fan of anime and just animation, period. Even like my boy, Broken Keith, shout out. We gotta get that tag team going, but I gotta train though. I've been out the loop for a while, but yeah. Oh, thank you. Excuse me. It's gonna happen. Like got the tournament going. Just beat Zamasu's ass, and you know what I'm saying. And it wasn't he swapped bodies and got go. It wasn't none of that. This was a pure evil ass cyborg saying whatever. Like I be trying to be original with my fan fictions too. It's like some heroes type shit. It's like, bruh, how we gonna be? Yeah, the characters that I wanted to have on there, copyright, I had to change, but it's still based on. Excuse me, y'all. It's still based on like it's still based on the original Ration X characters in Journal of a King because I couldn't change the name on Wiki. So that's what it's called, just like Yu Hakusho's Ghost Fighter, Ration X Journals of a King, because it's a journal, but it's telling the story of what's going on. You know, the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So yeah. It's a diary. But yeah, the tournament gonna be good though. It's gonna be good. It's a lot of things I've seen, plot holes that I want to avoid, and we're gonna try some new stuff. Rachel gonna go through some things. His family gonna go through some things. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I gotta choose. I'm working on how they're gonna pick the teams. It's gonna be what people who are gonna be fighting who, and it ain't gonna be like everybody gonna get to see they showcase their talents or whatever. But we're gonna basically get the week out the way and get down to the nitty gritty. But it ain't gonna be like, oh, this universe is eliminated, and then next thing you know, I'm gonna get to your questions, yo. Get to your question. Cause yes, do you remember when we first met? I actually do. Do you when we first met? But yeah, I'll answer that in a minute. I like Ration X gonna be good. Setting up for that one, we'll go right into the fourth one. But I'm doing my new schedule after this week. I'll set the tone where I'll be able to do what I need to do and everything. And then I believe I went to Madisonville after that. I don't forget anything. So yeah, I don't forget anything. I don't even forget the time we all went to Florida. You know, I went to Holy Land Experience, and that's what really opened my eyes, and I got my breakthrough because I went down to Florida. We went to have fun, but it opened my eyes. I was thrill seeking for something, a void to be filled, and a lot was going on there. And finally, being at Holy Land Experience, got to feel. It feels like you're right there in heaven, and seeing the plays, it just makes you look at life like because you're seeing it up close. Like, wow, this is as close as gonna get to what actually happened. real life and all this stuff. I'm watching the portrayal. They have plays throughout the day, and I'm watching the portrayal of Jesus when he's praying, and his boy, they just up there sleeping, like ain't nobody watching guard. That's just like being in a house and the they just run up on you and said you ain't did nothing. They just said you out. I hear you, and they just we can ride, and they just leave. And I'm like, bro, we complain about people, bro. The main one, I'm gonna ride you this. Bro, you gonna give me, you gonna deny me 3 times. Like watching it, it make you so, and it is so good. It make you just want to react and do something about it. But, bro, ooh, it's like watching a movie. You want to jump through the screen. It had Hosea and his wife, and Hosea had the kids, and it showed a different perspective, like doing a thing, but point of view of God to his people because they were unfaithful to him, like to bring them back, and he brought them back. So that's how, and that's what he told Hosea to do, because when Hosea spoke, Hosea related very well because he was in a situation now where his wife was doing the same thing. He had to go buy her back, and you got these kids, and it's like, bruh, you know, and when he does that, bro, I'm telling you, like, he loves you to the point where he'll get you. He paid the price for you. So what you tripping about? Closed mouths don't get fed. You have not because you ask not. So yeah. But it healed my heart. And it molded me to who I am now. So yeah. It's only 7:46. Wow. Oh, yeah. I told you I'm doing my stuff. Dang, I didn't know y'all kept up with me like that. I got some people from Google, man, that keep up with me with everything. Keep up with me from Google, it's Sailor Force. My siblings and all them, they love Sailor Moon. I watch Sailor Moon too. They love Sailor Moon. And I wanted to do a different fan. You know, I love doing fan fiction, but I want mine to be different, like originally different, even though it's catered to the fan fiction out of respect, fair use, and salute in honor of them. And the story basically, it was like, I wish Jonathan was on here, my boy Al 100, because he'd tell you about Explorers. Because it was like Mortal Kombat meet Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? Meets Power Rangers. It was thrown off. But the story had like these 3 guys. It was Sailor Force was like this. Like you had all these scouts. The dimension, the universe was so broken that they couldn't find nobody. It's like Shattered Grid. All these warriors are dead. We're gonna stop the next chosen. We're gonna kill them. So you got the survivors who need help. So it gets to the point where it's like, okay, we gotta choose whoever. We need some firepower. They tripping. Our hope is lost for the future. So they run into these 3 who are in the military. You know, the 3 that's in the military. You know, but at the same time, don't stop them from working. You know what I'm saying? They're not crippled like disability like that. But when they get the powers, they're healed. But they're and they share the word, things like that, you know, good nature. One of them is his anger in a different way. And he's like the musclehead, but he's real. He's like the gentle giant. And then you got the one who's short. He has the Napoleon complex, but he's real cool. Kind of like the Shield. Okay. You got the one in the middle who he's calm headed, he's quiet, and he leads and this and that. So they end up the girl survivors end up meeting them. They get the powers, whatever, and they get some neat toys and stuff. So and they get healed and they work together now. They complete each other, and it showed a diversity. And then you see all these other guys, it shows the diversity, you know. And I would love to see how it would be if they had like a male version, like an actual. Except we didn't want no bow and stuff. Like I wanted it manly, it bring that manly feel and that action because the girls they could only fight with certain they can only fight to a point with certain stuff. You needed firepower for what they were finna fight because they was fighting some monsters like demons, like for real, demonic. So I hadn't even got to. When I started on it, life happens. So life had happened. So I have to start from, but it's great. Like whoa, like it's. I got y'all from the Sailor Moon fans. I got y'all, my supporters. I got y'all. So I guess I do a few more because I just did more than two. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one. Make sure it's good. Hold on. Make sure it's good. Oh yes. Gaming. Yes, I'm looking for a game console now. I gotta get a game console. And yes, Spawn definitely, man. If they Tom McFarlane said he should be on his way soon. I do agree Negan needs to be in Mortal Kombat 11 because he's more Mortal Kombat-ish. Him being in Tekken, I don't know, but it's cool for the franchise, but he's more of a Mortal Kombat dude. Like, come on, it's Walking Dead, bro. It's Mortal Kombat got vampires, zombies, werewolves. Hey, come on, man, it's Mortal Kombat. Why is he in Tekken? This is Negan with Lucille. She's a vampire bat. you know, you might well put Klaus Michaels in there, put the originals in the game, bro. That would be dope. They had like a fighting game like that, like bro, that'll be dope. But yeah. All right. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, those who come through and look at the live and everything. I'm gonna download this video, and if they have questions or comments, they can ask me, even when this video ends or whatever. And y'all can, you can ask whatever you need to ask if you got something you want to ask me. But that's about it. Like this video, share it. You got prayers, at the top about me. You got my artist stuff and everything. I pray that y'all have a wonderful evening, whatever your endeavors are. I pray you succeed in all aspects. In Jesus' name. God bless. Shalom. Salute.